It's Monday night, and a lot of you have had a long weekend in Western Australia, so you're in that wind down mood. So it's all a bit flat, and it's all a bit. Oh, I've just had a lovely long weekend. Thanks, King. It was your birthday, so we all celebrated your birthday. Happy birthday to the King. But for a lot of you, you are out there, and it's coming night time. It's sort of like time to wind down and get ready for your day. But one of the things that I want to come in here and just say to a lot of people out there that always follow me and watch me is that I want to share with you why I do what I do. Why do I get up every day and do what I do? I'm 66, I don't really need to do this. Why do I do what I do? And one of the things that I've always fought for is to empower another woman to be greater than she ever thought possible. That's my drive. And it's what I get up for. It's what I fight for, because I know that fat is a vehicle that I can drive, and I can make change in women's lives, and I can take this business that we have, and I can make it something that's powerful, and I can give a woman an income, and I can give a woman change, and I can give a woman a choice in her life, and I can give a woman the opportunity to make her life better. And a lot of that comes with all the other bonuses, that comes with community, and it comes with the ability to feel that she's worthy again, that she can own a business. How many times can you buy a business for $42.50? You can't, and in some countries it's free. In India it's free. In other countries it's, basically it's $30 US. But I'm asking you to join my business because it's going to bring change. Now, Tina's just joined on here, and here's another woman that is just massive change in her life. I met Tina in India, and Tina was a mother that was overweight and was very shy. When I very first met her in Dubai, she was so shy, she didn't even want to come and talk to me because she was too shy and scared. And now when I met her in India, she was leading the race, there's a whole difference in her perspective of herself. And that for me is one of the most powerful tools that you can give another woman, when she can step up and stand up for herself. It's powerful. It's so powerful. Now with the FAT program, what we do is we sell a weight loss program. And, every woman needs to lose a kilo here or there, whether she wants to lose 2 kilos, or whether she wants to lose 20 kilos or 50 kilos. She still wants to lose a few kilos. Every woman does it. We're so nitpicky about ourselves. We look at ourselves in the mirror and we go, you've put on a kilo. Oh, I've got to get that off. How do you get that off? You've got to look for a weight loss program, or you've got to look for a quick fix, or you've got to look for the drops, or you've got to, you're looking for something all the time. Women do that. We criticize ourselves. And for the women that don't criticize themselves, they're the ones that stand behind someone. And when they say, let's take a photo, and the woman that is saying, I'm okay, I don't mind my weight, but she will be the one that will be standing behind everybody in a photo. And that woman is, she's not that she's in denial. She knows that, if she lost a few kilos, she would feel a bit better about herself. But she knows, so she hides. And that woman is my woman. That's the woman that I'm chasing, because that woman is the one that's feeling a little bit, I've got to hide. And I want to make sure that all women can face up and stand out and be brave. That's what I want. That's what I fight for. I keep and I protect my FAT program bitterly, because it's that one tool that I know can bring change. I want to share a story with you, and it's been bothering me. It's been bothering me for a few days now, because it was a story that I know happens a lot in my business, and it happens a lot in my world, where a woman of different culture is chastised, or she's held back, or she can't move forward because of her husband. And so the money's taken away, so she has no choice in her life. She's living in fear because, there's abuse, and she's got little children, and she's young. Now, this young girl is she's a very good networker, but she can't operate because of the problems in her home. Do you know what? Our business could bring change to that girl. I'm really close to this girl, and I look after her and I love her, but I'm watching her life from a distance, and I go, how much could it change if we just wrap her up in our arms and we go, it's okay, we've got you. And she can work her business, and she'll be able to make choices in her life, and she'll be able to survive on her own. How powerful is that? Like that really, that little scenario is why I'm here. That little scenario, because if I can help that girl, I can change this girl and this girl and this girl. And I've done it for years now. Like, I've been doing this for 13 years. And I've seen all these lives change, thousands of lives change. You know, one of my favorite stories is an Aboriginal woman. And I said to her, do you want to do in the business? And she said no. And I said, come and do it with me. And she decided to do it, but she didn't tell me, and she was already doing it. And then suddenly she got a check, and it was, you know, for $3,000. And she rang me up and she said, wow, Jerry, look what I've done, you know, and she got this check. And for her, it was massive for her. And I said, what are you going to do with it? And she said, I'm going to buy my kids a push bike. My kids have never had a push bike. You know, like, she had 4 kids, and this woman had never been able to buy her kids a push bike. They didn't even have a good home. You know, she ended up having a home, she ended up having furniture, she ended up having her kids in beds, you know, and later on in life, she actually ended up buying her own home. Like that's one story that just stays with me. And there are thousands of them, thousands. Doesn't matter whether you're Aboriginal or different cultures or Australians. One of the big stories I always had was a woman that was homeless, and she used to do her business from her car. And she'd sleep in her car, so she would only ever work when the sunlight was up, and this she could get Wi-Fi if she went and parked next to Hungry Jack's. And so she would go and she would sleep in her car at night, and she would always find a place that it was safe, and then she would do her business, and she would get up in the day and go and park next to Hungry Jack's, so she got the Wi-Fi. It's those women. It's these women that I'm passionate about, and I think, wow, you know, like, what can we do if we reach out and we grab each person, each woman? Like, I saw a story the other day about all the homeless. Like, you know, what could we really do? You know, like, how many of us could adopt a homeless and then raise her? You know, like, how many of us could do that? Like, there's so many things that we could do, and sometimes we sit on our hands and we only see the picture that's in front of us, you know, or we see the people in front of us. We don't actually want to go out and get ourselves involved in stuff because, you know, like, we don't want to bring the drama home to our houses. And, you know, some of the people lose their homes because of things that are just like out of their control. You know, like, a woman contacted me the other night, and she's homeless, you know, like, and this woman's well educated, you know, like, she's got bigger education than me, and yet she's homeless, and she's, you know, being evicted from her home. She hasn't got anywhere to live, so she's living in a hotel here and there, and otherwise she's in a car. You know, like, don't ever judge someone, because you just never know the backstory. You never know. And even for myself, you know, like, there was times that I really struggled. To feed myself or had money. In fact, I was talking to a lady yesterday, right? She came to my home, and Kat and I have been friends for years, like for 20 odd years. Kat and I have been good friends. And Kat comes here and she says, oh, what are you doing today? And I said, I'm going to Rome tomorrow. She said, you're going to Rome tomorrow? I said, yeah. I said, can you remember me 20 years ago? I had no money. I was living on my boat. I didn't have anything going on. I was just this woman that was just floating around the ocean. And that was only 20 years ago. And today I'm just flying all over the world, building a business. Like, you never know, you know, like, you guys wouldn't understand how I got there. And really, I got on the boat because I was just tired of life. I had been bashed and bashed and bashed. And I just was tired. I was just tired. And I just needed to just breathe, And then from there, life takes all these turns and you just end up tumbling down this dark hole. And then suddenly something grabs hold of you and you stop. And, when you're coming down a chute and you grab your feet on the side and you just hang on like, dear God, you just hang on. And you go, no, I'm not falling anymore. I'm going to hold on here. Oh, that was me. I was holding on. I was holding on when I found fat. I was holding on, and I'm still holding on because I know that's the end for me. That was as far as I was going to fall. And from there down, I'm not falling any further. And we all took a big tumble just recently, but I didn't go down. I'm not going further than where I was. Do you know what I mean? I'm coming back. And now I'm still coming back, and I'm still going to keep pushing, and I'm still going to keep fighting, because my philosophies and my life has never changed. My beliefs have never changed. I'm still here, this woman that is fighting for women empowerment. I will do it until the day I die. You can put it on my headstone. That will be me, because through fat, we can change thousands of lives. Through fat. Not because of fat, but through fat. And I always say that fat came through me, but not from me. It was a gift. And the universe still looks after me today. Today even, I had another gift from the universe. I always look for these gifts from the universe. And things pop up in my life. And I just go, wow, how did that happen? I don't know. I went out to Sam and I said, Sam. Sam goes, what? And I go, the universe, it's still happening. Sam goes, what did your universe do? Because Sam was a bit of a non-believer. And Sam goes to me, well, what did your universe do this time? And I said, Sam, I'm going to China, Sam. And Sam's going, yeah. And I said, I'm going to China. And this universe has just sent me all these people from China in my WhatsApp. How does it happen? How does this woman contact me from China? I don't know. She didn't even know I was going to China. And yet something happens, the dots. Amazing. Javier Gill put out today something that she said a wise woman once said to her. I don't know who the wise woman was. But she said that if you want to build a global business, you have to go out. You have to go to your global business. You have to go out. You can't stay in your community. And I'm a big believer that. That's my philosophy. If you want a global business, you can't just stay here. You got to keep going. You got to get out there and you got to see the world, and you got to go and tap on people's doors so that they feel that they are, and that they know you, and that they're empowered by you. Women are the same all over the world. We are all the same. As much as we think we're not, we are. We are all the same. We can say that woman's not the same, but she has the same dramas. We can say this woman over here, she's a different culture, but she has the same dramas. We have women, they're everywhere. Women are everywhere, and we have the same dramas. Think about this one. All of the drama in the world at the moment, is there a woman in sight? Not one. Is there a woman in sight with all the dramas that are going on in the world, all the wars, all the famine, all the fighting? Is there a woman in sight? No. There's not even one. Not one. And yet we're all in the same position. I don't see many big, powerful women leaders out there. I don't see them. I'd like to see them. And I'd like to better trust them if they were there. But I don't see them very often. There's not many out there that are making big decisions in this world. A lot of men are doing it, but there's not many women. So we have to stand up and we have to look after each other. We have to do this. We have to be the ones that go, okay, if this is the cards that are dealt to us, how are we going to look after each other? And that's why I will continue to fight. So I will continue to stand up, because there's only us. There's only us that's going to raise us. People don't go out and go, oh, I saw a woman over there today. I'm going to pick her out of the crowd and I'm going to raise her up and empower her. They don't do that. They don't do that. But we can see the woman. We can see women. We can see women everywhere. We have women in our lives. We have people in our lives that need our support. But we've got to raise them and we've got to find them and we've got to touch them and we've got to bring them into our fold and we've got to love on them. It's really important to love on your women. It's really important. I'm off to Rome tomorrow because I'm going over there to love on some women. I want to make sure that the women in Rome and Europe know me. I want to see that they love, they need a hug. They need that. So I'll be there to do that with them. And I'm coming back. I'll be back in Australia for a little while and then I'm going to China, Japan, and then I'm coming up to New Zealand. This is what you need to do if you want to grow a big business. But if you want to stretch your wings and head out into the world, you've got to fly. You've got to get on a plane and go and find your people. But come from this place. Don't come from this place where you just want, oh, I'm just going to be successful and I'm going to be famous and I'm going to do this, I'm going to be that. No, don't come from that place. Come from this place. Come from your place of love. Come from a place of heart. Come from a place of wanting something better for someone else. And you'll build a business. When you're worrying about fame, it doesn't happen. But when you're coming from heart, it will always happen. Collectively, let's make the biggest heart. And for the fat team out there that are watching me, we've got the most amazing gift in our hands. The amazing gift in our hands, and it's up to us to share it. So if you're out there watching me and you're thinking, oh, what is that woman on about? What is she on about? How do I join her team? Connect with me. Send me a message. I'll talk to you left, right, and center. I'll talk to you at any time. Night and day, I'll talk to you. Most of my deals are done at 3 a.m, so I'm up. But talk to me. Talk to me and I'll bring you into my fold. And I'll bring you in to meet the most amazing women in the world. I've got the most amazing fat team. Come in and meet me. Come in and be a part of us. Don't just sit out there on your own and don't think that you're alone. If you're living in a car, you can still come and meet me. If you're living in a hotel, you can meet me. If you're living on your own, you can meet me. If you are sad, you can meet me. If you are in a dangerous situation, you can meet me. I will be there. Whatever you need, you've got a whole fat team here waiting to share. Okay? Lots of love to you. Lots and lots of love to you. I'm going to get ready to pack my bags. I'm on a mission. Lots of love to you, everyone. Stay safe, everyone.